What's up guys, it is James from Jeeping Adventure, and today we are going to show you how to run a CB that you can just put on real quick on a trail, which is kick-ass. I love it. But you might be asking, what is that? Why is there synergy parts in the background? Make sure to subscribe and you will find out on the next video. And also scroll down in the description and subscribe to Jeep Her Adventure. That's my wife's new page, and there will be a video dropping probably today and another one this weekend. So you'll definitely want to check that out because it's gonna be a lot of fun. But let's get this started. Alright, so before we get started, let me show you what happened and why I'm showing you how to do this trail one. So, back there, you can kind of see it right there. That is what's left over from my fire stick. It snapped off from the trail with Ben from JK Gear and Gadgets. So we're gonna go ahead and throw that clip in there real quick so you can see exactly what happened and why it's broke. So you can actually find this video if you scroll down my page. It is Fair Winds. It's a lot of wheeling, so it's a pretty fun video. Of course, this clip is kind of filmed in the wrong direction, but at least you get to see what happened where he clearly breaks it. So as you can tell, it was completely Ben's fault. It was not mine at all. And you should make sure to check out his page and let him know that it was his fault, so he can supply me with a new fire stick, because it was totally and 100% his fault and had nothing to do with my throttle control whatsoever. But anyways, I got this sweet Cobra. It's fantastic because it is very simple and it doesn't take up a lot of room. And I wanted to be able to use it when the hurricane came through, so I bought, or actually no, I didn't buy. My buddy actually had this and it kind of hooked me up, which is so kick-ass. This right here is a magnet. Simple as that. Yeah, I put some water on there earlier, so that's why it looks like that. But yeah, just a magnet. And yes, this is super tough. It is not easy to move, and I'm actually using a lot of force to move this. As you can tell, the video is a little shaky. But yeah, so I got this. It's been on for a couple weeks. But yeah, I'm going to show you how I kind of ran the wires real quick and how easy it is just to have something as simple as this. You could just have this in the back of your Jeep if you didn't want to have that CB ran all the time, and it's so quick to install, and you wouldn't even have to have the look of a CB. You could just throw this on for the trails and then take it off if you wanted. So let me show you how I did that. I started with this latch right here, just kind of have it sitting right there, which is really nice. It's convenient just to be able to have the wire running through the latch. And then just ran it right down the side of the Jeep and through the firewall in a little hole right back here. Hopefully you can see that. Just have everything running right back there. Super easy to do. So that's all you gotta do is just feed it through there. And then let me show you where it comes out and how I wired it next. So I went ahead and switched to the other side. As you can see, the wires are kind of down there, and then I also just kind of threw them underneath this mat real quick because it doesn't really affect anything. My wife's feet are small, so they can't even really reach that far to begin with, so it's really not that big of a deal. All my wires kind of just hiding back here as far as like being hooked up. It's just hooked up right behind the glove box. Super easy to take the glove box off. All I have to do is pull it down, pinch the sides, and it'll just pull right out. And then of course I hooked it up, and then I was good to go. It's super easy. The best thing about this to me is that you can keep that stock look and no one will see that you have this, which is nice. Very simple to do. And you know, I don't know if anyone's ever had a problem with people stealing their antennas. I've heard of it or seen it, at least on Facebook. So to me, this was kind of nice. That's not going to happen. It's a very easy setup. It's not that big of a deal. It's not hard. It's not going to take a whole bunch of time either. I think it took me maybe like 10 minutes to actually get this whole project done. And that was even like thinking of the idea and where exactly to put it. I put on that front fender because it's really easy to just throw the wire through and be good to go. I don't have to worry about tucking wires and stuff like that. Eventually I'll go back to one of those fire sticks, but for now this is just fine. It works fine. It's good enough for the trails, and it hasn't really bothered me yet. So, you know, I'll probably leave it for a little bit and then wait for Ben to hurry up and hit me back with a fire stick, since he's the one that broke it. You know, I mean, I'm just saying, make sure that you let him know on his page though, because he's the one that broke it, not me. It wasn't my foot that did it. It was his whole body that broke it. You can see it clearly on the video, Ben. You can see it clearly. It was you, not me. I was over here. It was your body. I know you're watching. You broke it. Don't you lie in the comments either. I know you broke it. Anyways, make sure that you scroll down and check out the rest of these videos. I have some pretty cool videos that are already made up, and I have some awesome videos that are coming up. I'm doing the ball joints this weekend, like I said. That's going to be pretty sweet. We're also probably going to kind of do some adjustments to my lift. It needs to be brought in a little bit because my springs are kind of angled out. Then I think we're going to align the Jeep and then do a little tire rotation. So we're going to do all that kind of in one weekend fun, and you'll want to watch that on my channel, but even more so on Jeep Her Adventure. And why? Because you're going to see all the behind the scenes of the weekend fun madness that we have. So make sure you check that out. And I'm going to actually throw probably 4 pages that you need to make sure that you are subscribed to in my description. 2 of them are ours, Jeep Her Adventure, and of course my page. And then we have JK Gear and Gadgets, and what is it, Jeep Gears and Gadgets, I believe it's what it's called. It's a new page. It doesn't have a video yet. I know there's going to be one dropping though soon, probably this weekend. I know Ben's been working on it with Cassie, so that's probably going to drop this weekend. We're going to make sure to bother them. So if you don't see one there, comment on mine and let them know, hey, y'all need to get a video out because we're waiting for it to happen. I know this is going to be a lot of fun. So that's going to be coming out. We're going to be doing some wheeling trips. We're going to have a family vacation down to Texas. So, you know, make sure you subscribe, because we're going to be having a lot of fun, doing a lot of cool stuff, and having a good time. As far as what's next for the Jeep, I don't know. I think the next thing that we're going to be looking at is probably beadlocks, wheeling trips, and axles. So yes, there will be an axle upgrade happening soon. I cannot wait for that to happen. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're actually swapping Ben's axles over to my Jeep. He's going to go to tons with his 40s. So it's going to be a really good time. We're going to have a lot of footage of it, doing a lot of crazy stuff, and we got to battle test them and make sure that they're actually going to hold up on the trails. So make sure you're subscribed to all these pages so you can actually check that out, because I feel like there's going to be some good trips coming up. I know we want to go to Gulches. We've been talking about going to Windrock again. We've been talking about going to Roush again, and maybe even Moab. I know that that's been in the talks too every time we hang out. So let us know where you want us to go. Maybe we'll end up in your neighborhood. But other than that, like always, keep the adventure going.